Hey guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do your reasoning. So you should have your topic sentence that has, it addresses your obstacle and coping strategy to help that obstacle. Your lead in should introduce the title of the story with the author and the character, and maybe a little bit of background. Text evidence should obviously have your text evidence that supports the coping strategy with the page number. And then we need to explain. You already have the explanation done, it's in your text evidence log. So this isn't additional writing you have to do, you're just kind of piecing it together. So you should have these sentences already written down. You might just need to add to it maybe one or two sentences. So the reasoning is explaining how the evidence that you put down supports the coping strategy that your character used. So in my example, I'm talking about stress and how in the article I read, Jake feels stressed and he knows the signs of when he feels stressed. So it says, when I feel anxious, I take a few minutes to sit in a quiet place and focus on my breathing. So I'm going to explain that evidence. I said this shows that meditating is an effective coping strategy because when Jake takes the time to focus on meditating, he's able to clear his mind and calm down. Additionally, this lets him make better decisions than he would make if he was still anxious in fight or flight mode. Okay, so I just wrote two sentences about how the character in my article uses the coping strategy. I addressed him by name, and to make a second point, I used a transition word additionally rather than using the word also or and. Then I'm going to have two more sentences explaining how this coping strategy is just useful for the general public. Meditating is a useful strategy for others because the brain is able to make better decisions that can ultimately lead to less stress. Furthermore, practicing meditation when people are not stressed will help build the skill of this coping strategy before an especially frustrating situation occurs. So I came up with this my own. I was thinking, okay, how can other people use meditation or why is it useful for others? Okay, because we can make better decisions. And if we know how to meditate and take it seriously, we can meditate before we have a mental breakdown, right? So I have in my reasoning two sentences. Again, I'm kind of reflecting here. I have two sentences to show how my character in the story um, use this coping strategy, and then about two sentences to show how other people can use it and why it's useful for everyone. So this should be the four pieces that you need in your first paragraph. Topic sentence, lead in with background information, text evidence, and reasoning. All four of those components make up one paragraph. So you're going to use those four components, and that makes one paragraph for one story. Then you need to do the same thing for paragraph 2, and then your third paragraph is your reflection paragraph. Hopefully that helps to put your reasoning together and fit it in like a puzzle.